I used to drive my fifth grade teacher crazy. Every lesson ended the same way. I'd raise my hand and ask, "What if?" Not because I wanted a different answer. I just couldn't leave things alone. What if that changed? What if that happened instead? What if we were looking at this wrong? Looking back, I wasn't really questioning the lesson, I was questioning the assumption, which, as it turns out, is a surprisingly useful skill. Because the people who get ahead in this world often aren't the smartest people in the room. They're just the ones paying attention. Most people see events. A company opens a new office, a neighborhood gets busier, a transit line expands, a new restaurant opens, then another, then another. Individually, none of these things seem particularly important. These are just things that are happening. But occasionally, those events aren't random, they're connected. And when enough of them start pointing in the same direction, a pattern begins to emerge. That's where things get interesting, because opportunities rarely arrive with a giant flashing sign attached to them. They show up disguised as ordinary events: a new employer, a new apartment building, a new coffee shop, a new infrastructure project. Most people see each event by itself. And perhaps the most important question: what happens next? That's the part that fascinates me, because by the time everyone agrees something is changing, the opportunity is usually obvious. The people who get there first don't have a crystal ball. They simply just notice the clues earlier. That's true in development. It's true in business. It's true in investing. And probably true in life. The future rarely arrives all at once. It tends to show up in pieces. A signal here, a signal there. A clue that doesn't seem important until another clue appears beside it. Eventually, what looked like isolated events starts looking like a story. And once you can see the story, you start seeing possibilities that other people don't. Maybe that's what developers do. Maybe that's what entrepreneurs do. Maybe that's what investors do. Or maybe it's just what curious people do. Either way, it usually starts with the same question I was asking in fifth grade: what if?